For those of you living with a mental disorder, especially bipolar disorder, have you ever tried to understand or crack the code of your own being when you're at the other side of the pole? I'm talking about those times you're all the way up, mania, hypomania, whatever you call it, or all the way down in that heavy, depressive place. I figured mine out a long time ago, and once I did, I stopped treating my diagnosis as some permanent dysfunction or limitation. I stopped using it as my get out of responsibility card because before, if something in my life went wrong, I'd fall back to, oh, I'm just my it's just my bipolar. This is how I am. And honestly, that was the comfortable place because if my dysfunction was to blame, I didn't have to face the truth that I was choosing my life. But then I started paying attention to what was happening inside me. When I am in mania, I feel unstoppable. My mind is crystal clear, my head feels electric, ideas come in floods, my chest feels open, my breath feels like it can fill the whole room, and I feel free, unshackled, powerful, like I can bend reality itself to match my will. But when the pole shifts, when depression takes over, it's the opposite. Everything I started suddenly feels pointless. I lose my drive. I start questioning if my ideas were even real or if they were just the product of a chemical imbalance or chemical high. And maybe you felt this too. That creeping thought, what is the real me? Is the high me the truth or is the low me the truth? Or is neither one real? It's kind of like an identity crisis, and it's so difficult. Here's what I did. I started tracking it. Not in a journal way because I'm lazy, but in my body. What my head feels like, where my energy sits, how my chest, my stomach, my breath shifts in each pole. And every time I hit that high, I ask, is this fake or is this actually me? I have this relentless questioning about me, about what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. The answer I got over and over was, this is me. The me without my parents' expectations, the me without society's judgment, the me without the what ifs and self imposed limits, the me that doesn't need permission. So, why does the depression hit after? For me, the real reason was discouragement. In my high energy state, I'd start projects, create, put myself out there. But then, if I didn't get quick validation, recognition, or some sign that people cared, I'd lose steam. I'd hand over my power to the outside world, waiting for them to tell me what I was doing was worth continuing. That is actually the trap. In bipolar disorder, your high energy window can be short, and if you measure success by external applause, you'll crash fast. And when you crash, you tell yourself, see, I can't sustain it. I can't sustain it. I can't do it. It was all fake. But here's the shift that changed everything for me. And I confirmed that my real will, doesn't actually change with my mood poles, with my mood swings. Whether I am high or low, my deepest goal is the same: to live fully, to express myself, to be seen and heard for who I really am. That's what I want. And when I realized that, I stopped letting mania and depression dictate my identity. I stopped letting a diagnosis define my reality. I became one being, me, driving my own life with no polarity in the driver's seat. And here's the twist: who would have thought that it's actually the diagnosis that gave me the data to figure all of this out? Because by watching my cycles, my patterns, dissecting my own patterns, and mapping them in my body, I built my own discipline, one that works for me. Not to cure me, not to erase the highs and lows, but to anchor my will so It stays steady no matter where my energy is. Because at the end of the day, self mastery isn't about fixing yourself. It's about knowing yourself so well that nothing, not even your own brain chemistry, can override your will. So, if you want to reclaim that kind of power over your life, your emotions, and your reality, that is the real work. It's a discipline. You have to learn it, you have to practice it, you have to master it so you can embody it. That's what all my talk and all my expression all about. And I teach it on one, and it's the core of my book, The Confidence OS, a guide to building emotional power and unshakable self worth. It's also available on Amazon in paperback, hardcover, Kindle, and it's free on Kindle Unlimited. So you have to check it out and read some pages. So if you're ready to stop outsourcing your power, start there.